This month, in May 2019, I worked in a journal sketchbook that I bought from Lisa Congdon in Portland. I also dedicated this sketchbook to as much life drawing as I possibly could. In other words, being in public, looking at people, and drawing what I see. Most of the sketchbook was done using a Uniball black pen. On this day, I strayed from people because someone put a purse on the table that was just way too funny to ignore. You may notice that the quality of my video is a little bit better this month. In addition to this little doodad that allows me to turn the video on and off without touching the camera and making it all wobbly, I also bought myself a small microphone. I traveled a lot this month. These drawings were done in Medford, Oregon, about a 4-hour drive from my home here in Langlois and studio. I also drew while I was in Boulder, Colorado, and in Ashland, Oregon. And I spent quite a deal of time in May in airports, which are a perfect place to draw people. I encourage you to bring a sketchbook to airports if you want to learn how to draw people, because they're constantly moving and the variety is endless. And one thing you'll have to learn when you're working in airports is how to add backpacks and shoulder purses and wheelie luggage to people that are moving, or people that are working on their iPad while waiting. Sometimes I would just go faster when I saw that people were working or walking faster. Every single amount of sketching counts because I'm observing, I'm watching, trying to get the mechanics down, and all of that helps me to keep getting better at drawing. Or sometimes it doesn't. It just allows me to find peace in a time when you're waiting for a delay on an airplane, which did happen here. We had a 4-hour delay. So I had plenty of time to fill the sketchbook. And then I tried just drawing who I could see from my seat on my plane, which is a whole nother vantage point because some people are close. You're seeing the heads of people, you're seeing the shape of the airplane, getting a lot of deep perspective because you're so close to your subject. My husband picked up my sketchbook here for a few minutes, and why not? You've seen other sketchbooks where I've allowed people to draw in them. Oh, and what is this? Yes, you know, phone doodle. Yes, even in my sketchbook devoted to drawing people live, I did a phone doodle. Here, instead of going outside, because it was a rainy day, I actually just drew from my office desk in my home. Then I went to a restaurant in Coos Bay, Oregon, and there were no people to draw. I was there at an odd time in between breakfast and lunch, and so I actually drew the shadow that I saw on the tablecloth. And again, more people. Now I'm in Gold Beach, Oregon. Like I said, I was all over the place drawing people this month. And when I thought I had drawn all the people in this area where I was waiting and listening to a meeting, I actually just looked up and drew the fire hydrant. Not a person, but why not? In addition to all the people I drew live all month, I also took a class called People Drawing People with Sketchbook School. And during that class, they encouraged us to work on perspective and gave us some video shots to draw from, which I did try to do. And that's what these pages are. There was an encouragement of working on drawing faces in that class and even drawing selfies, which I didn't get to because I ran out of pages in this sketchbook. They had a wide variety and assortment of models, which was wonderful. And yes, while this was drawing from video and not life, it was still me working on drawing people this month. And then one day I just sat down and drew crackers in my kitchen. And that was the completion of my sketchbook for May.